Dude, put those things down, you're scaring me.
Cut and sew. Hey!
What's up, friends and family? Welcome to downtown Los Angeles. Your boy Groovy is with you, and we also have
The Kid Lips. We're back at it again in the downtown LA. And today we are going to share the golden rule of when it's time to cut and sew.
Yeah, and this is an interesting one because obviously you guys know from our previous videos we work with a ton of brands helping them design and manufacture apparel, and a pretty significant number of people who are trying to get started are also thinking like, I want to cut and sew and create my own products completely from scratch.
Sure.
Just jump in there, dive into the deep end, just make something absolutely amazing that is going to sell off the shelves. And that's a great dream, that's a great vision, but it is fraught with lots of risk in there. So
Totally. And we actually did a video recently at the Bella Canvas factory talking about if cut and sew is right for your brand. Definitely check that out. We've had a few comments where people say, whoa, cut and sew is the way to go. And so we want to hear from you. If you've had successful cut and sew runs, if you've knocked it out of the park in that department, what has been your path to success? What is your golden rule? Because we're going to share what we believe ours is.
So we like the idea of a golden rule. It's not to say the golden rule is 100% perfect, but I really like it for its simplicity, and it's just a quick and simple gut check. You want to tell us what the golden rule is?
The golden rule is to consistently deliver profitable, embellished apparel.
Wow.
Yeah.
It sounds like we thought this one through a little bit. Let's break it down a little bit. It is the golden rule. Let's make sure we understand exactly what we're talking about.
Absolutely.
So when you say consistently, I think what you're referring to here is you want to see not one day of sales, not a week, not a month. You want to be selling for like 6 months minimum, a year ideally. So you have a very strong track record of selling a lot.
Delivering is about having customers coming back to you. So that's part of the consistency. It's like, are you delivering? Are people happy? Are your customers psyched and asking for more? So those things kind of play off of each other. But getting the product in hand to your end customer, that's a delivery and a checkbox on to the next delivery, right? So growing your business is all about delivering.
Yeah, profitable is an interesting one. We talked a little bit about profitability in a previous video we did around pricing your product and finding the right price points, but you have to look at it. When we talk about profitability with the golden rule, we're talking about net everything, meaning you have to have all of your costs baked into it. It's not just, hey, I might have made money on this one. It's, if you're paying rent, if you have website costs, if you have hosting costs, if you have marketing, sales, you basically want to see your bank account at the end of the month going up every month for the business. That's what we mean by profitable. It's after everything's said and done, you're still making money.
And don't forget, consistently, right? So profitability isn't a day thing, it's not a week thing. It's about every month for 6 months to a year, that bank account's growing and you're spitting off cash. And the reason for that is because getting into cut and sew costs money. It's going to be a big bet.
You're going to need that cash.
Right. You're going to need to put that cash that you're getting your profit, put it into your cut and sewn products. It might be all of the cash in your profit, right? So you really got to be smart about it and make sure you got enough cash in the bank to make it work. Embellished apparel is what we're all about. We speak about it. Most of our videos are about embellished apparel. It's essentially products that are embellished on blanks. So you're sourcing a t-shirt or a hat or a hoodie, something that's been made, and you're printing on it. Or maybe you're doing some sort of cut and sewn applique on it, right? Maybe a pocket tee. Maybe it's embroidered and it has a logo on a hat. Maybe it's a label and you have just cut and sewn labels on the garment. Whatever it is, that embellished apparel that you want to start with is so key because it's templated. It's something that's built up for you. You're not worried about cut and sew. You're worried about sales. You're worried about getting your product out. You're worried about design. And so there's so many other factors that you can focus on in building a brand so you can get to cut and sew. And that's where embellished apparel provides those opportunities.
Yeah, it's just super low risk way, high percentage of very good execution. So it's a great way to get started. Now with that being said, there are some minor exceptions to the golden rule. Like, I can think of one offhand, which is like, if you're making this stuff yourself, you like get an order and then you're gonna make it all yourself, that would be an exception to cut and sew. You're like, no, I'm only doing one of one for this one customer. Okay, yeah, it makes sense. Like, put it all together, sew it yourself. So that's one. You have another?
Well, I think just to parlay that, that could also be big time, right? So maybe you're already in the cut and sew game for another customer, or you own a factory. And in that case, yeah, getting in your own cut and sew is not a big deal. It's just kind of a couple units here and there, and you can start to grow it organically because you have the resources at hand. But the other point is, yeah, maybe it's just one-offs. You're sewing the stuff yourself. You're charging a high price for it, and it's a piece of art. It's not necessarily a brand. It's more like, you're doing these things as couture or fashion. This is why a lot of the big streetwear brands started with printed tees.
Yeah,
They
Pink
started
Dolphin,
with
the hundreds. Like, look at their videos. They'll tell you, like, we started screen printing. We made printed and graphic tees. That's what we did. Then they parlay that in. So the path has been laid. Like, follow the light. The one other thing that I want to say about the golden rule is, it doesn't work in both ways. And what I mean by that is, just because you have a profitable, consistent business for embellished products, you need to do cut and sew. You don't need to do it. You can continue to grow printed and graphic and pocket tees till the cows come home. There is no need that you have to do cut and sew. So we're just saying, if you want to do cut and sew, you should be at this point first, not that you have to do cut and sew at that point. So I just want to clarify that.
Yeah, and to piggyback on that, we've been sourcing garments for years and found that the diversity of pre-made embellishable blanks is continuing to grow. Unfortunately, we lost American Apparel, but that's now you're seeing this new crop of manufacturers coming up all over the country, all over the world. And that means there's no shortage of jackets, of hats, of tees, of things that you can source that look like they're your own cut and sewn item. So you can get pretty close to the cut and sew feel without necessarily having to go the route and still, have a profitable, growing business.
Cool. Well, guys, I hope that this information has been helpful. There's nothing like a golden rule to just demystify things and just give you that quick gut check. Like, if I'm not there yet, that's okay. You still have a path to grow and to get there. Again, remember, comments down below. Subscribe if you think that these videos are helpful for you. Share them with a friend if you think you have a friend that they would be helpful for. Definitely.
And we want to hear from you. If you've been successful with cut and sew and another route, how'd you do it? What was your path? And we want to know the secrets, so spread it out.
Peace and love from downtown Los Angeles.
Thank you. Adios.